Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the chaos of Sharon's disappearance, which is broken by a faint cry for help coming from a small room, where Sharon Newman is waking up in handcuffs. Sharon's disheveled hair and dazed eyes seem to reflect the horror she has just experienced. She cannot remember exactly what happened, only that she was kidnapped and locked here. No one heard her cries for help. Disappearance causes chaos in the Newman family. Sharon's sudden disappearance has thrown the Newman family into chaos. Faith Newman, Sharon's daughter, reacts the most harshly. She is not only heartbroken but also angry, especially when she sees that her sister, Mariah Copeland, does not seem to be diligent enough in searching for their mother. Faith screams in tears, blaming Mariah for not protecting their mother. Although Mariah tried to explain that she was doing everything she could, Faith's anger was like a punch to the heart. After her anger, Faith gradually calmed down. She apologized to Mariah for her outburst, but this only made Mariah more determined. With the support of Tessa Porter, Mariah began to dig deeper into what happened before Sharon disappeared. Mariah and Tessa's investigation. Mariah's lover, Tessa, had just returned to their cottage after a visit to society, where she suddenly suffered from a severe pain that made Mariah extremely worried. During the conversation, Mariah could not hide her suspicions. "Tessa, this pain can't be random. Maybe it's related to Ian Ward." Tessa was silent, her eyes filled with worry. Mariah decided to investigate further. She remembered that Ian Ward, a shady figure with a dark past, had appeared at society the night Sharon disappeared. Ian claims to be a changed man, but Mariah is not fooled. She wonders if Ian saved Tessa's life in a dangerous situation to hide a larger plot, or if he is using the situation to paint himself as a repentant man. Whatever Ian's intentions, Mariah knows that if he is truly involved in Sharon's disappearance, they are in serious danger. If Ian did something to Sharon, we are dealing with a demon in human form, Mariah sighs, worry filling her voice. Victor Newman is not on the sidelines. While Mariah and Tessa are frantically investigating, Victor Newman, the head of the Newman family, cannot sit idly by. He quickly mobilizes his security team, ordering them to hunt down Ian Ward. To Victor, nothing is more important than protecting his family and getting revenge on those who dare to touch his loved ones. Victor receives information from his son, Nick Newman, about everything that happened the night Sharon disappeared. Nick does not hesitate to point out that Ian is most likely the mastermind. Although there is no concrete evidence, Ian's mysterious appearance at the society, combined with his strange actions, makes all suspicions fall on him. Victor nods, his sharp eyes flashing with determination. If Ian Ward dares to touch Sharon, he will pay. Meanwhile, Sharon is still imprisoned, weak and helpless. She does not know that her family is racing against time to find her. The coming days will reveal more secrets, from Ian Ward's true intentions to deep conspiracies that threaten the lives of the Newman family. Will Sharon be saved in time? Is Ian really the one behind all this, or is there another mysterious figure controlling everything from the shadows? Genoa City was no longer a peaceful place. Jordan sat across from Ian Ward, her face showing impatience. "What is my role in this?" Jordan asked, her voice laced with challenge. She felt like she was just a pawn in Ian's calculated plan, and that was unacceptable to her. Ian, with a devilish smile, reassured Jordan. "Be patient. We will win back Mariah and Claire Newman, and if they don't accept it, they will pay." Ian's voice was cold, threatening not only the two girls but Jordan as well if she did not follow the plan. Ian urged Jordan to take Sharon, still unconscious, to a place he called a watery grave. He insisted that it was the river where Heather's body had been dumped. Ian believes that if Sharon is found there, all suspicion will fall on Phyllis, a character he wants to eliminate from the game. Instead of following Ian's instructions, Jordan takes Sharon to what appears to be an abandoned sewer system. There, she ties Sharon to a large iron pipe, carefully ensuring that her victim is still alive. "You should be grateful you're not at the bottom of the river, at least not yet," Jordan whispers, his voice dripping with sarcasm. As Sharon remains unconscious, Jordan turns to herself, admitting that Sharon is her insurance policy. She needs Sharon to ensure that Ian keeps his promise and gives her what she wants, recognition and power within the organization. Meanwhile, Victor Newman has sent his security team to track Ian down. They quickly track him down to a cheap hotel on the outskirts of town. Without hesitation, the security guards drag Ian back to Victor's farmhouse. The tense confrontation begins as Ian is brought into the large living room. Victor, with a cold gaze and an authoritative air, questioned Ian, "What did you do to Sharon?" But Ian, with a calm face, denied any involvement. "I don't know what you're talking about. I came back to Genoa City to make amends, not to cause trouble," he said, his tone so fake that it made everyone in the room angry. Nick Newman, standing next to his father, couldn't keep his composure. "Where is Sharon?" "If you did anything to her," Nick growled, his hands clenched as if ready to pounce on Ian at any moment. Ian, on the other hand, just shrugged and feigned innocence. "I don't have any information about Sharon." "Maybe you should ask yourself why she disappeared," he replied, his tone as if he was provoking the entire Newman family. Victor, unable to bear Ian's brazenness, moved closer to him. "Do you think I'll let you roam freely in this city? If you don't get out of here forever, I'll make you disappear, forever." Victor's voice was powerful, like an irrefutable statement. But Ian was unfazed. He smiled wickedly and said, "Victor, you can't do anything to me. The police know I'm back in Genoa City, and Nick here made the threat earlier. If something happens to me, who do you think will be the first suspect?" Victor, though angry, was forced to pause the confrontation. He had a point. Any reckless action could land the Newman family in even greater legal trouble. The battle was tense. Meanwhile, Jordan continued to hold Sharon hostage. She knew that time was not on her side, but she didn't completely trust Ian either. "If he doesn't keep his promise, Sharon will be my last card," Jordan muttered, her eyes full of calculation. Mariah and Tessa, after finding some clues from the society, are on the hunt for Sharon. Little do they know that her life is in danger every second, and any mistake could lead to tragedy. Open ending. Ian, with his cunning nature, does not easily back down from Victor or anyone else. Sharon is still imprisoned, and her fate depends on the quick-wittedness and determination of the Newman family. Can they overcome all the plots and rescue Sharon before it is too late? Or will Ian and Jordan carry out their dark plan? The story still has many twists and surprises waiting to be revealed, and in the end, all the secrets will be revealed and Genoa City will once again be in turmoil. Ian, a master of manipulation and troublemaking, sent a threatening letter to the police. In the letter, he asserted that if anything unfortunate happens to him, the responsibility will be entirely on the Newman family. The letter was not only a move to blame, but also a way for Ian to cover himself in case things went wrong. The police, after receiving the letter, began to raise suspicions about this powerful family, making Victor Newman even angrier. He could not accept that someone like Ian was using the law against him. Nikkis' unexpected encounter. Meanwhile, at the Newman farm, Nikki Newman walked down the stairs, unaware that the demons from her family's past were right in the house. When she saw Ian standing there, Nikki's face paled in horror. Painful memories flooded back, and she could not contain her fear. "What are you doing here?" Nikki asked, her voice trembling. But before Ian could answer, Nick Newman rushed in, pulling his mother away from the tense situation. Nick comforted Nikki, advising her to leave the room to avoid unnecessary stress. He then gave her the latest information. Ian had been legally released and could not be detained any longer without concrete evidence. The conversation between Ian and Jordan seems to reveal a part of the dark plan. Sharon is not only a victim, but also an important pawn in Ian's power game. He is using Sharon to manipulate the Newman family, and at the same time put them in a difficult position before the law. Jordan, on the other hand, is not completely loyal to Ian. She has her own motives and is waiting for the right moment to turn the tables if necessary. The partnership between these two villains is rife with suspicion and intrigue, making the situation even more complicated. Victor and the Newman family do not stand idly by. Meanwhile, Victor continues to closely monitor Ian. He knows that Ian cannot easily back down, and that makes him even more determined to expose his plan. Nick is also frantically searching for clues about Sharon, with the help of the Newman family's security staff. Nikki, still in shock, also begins to contribute to supporting Victor. The Newman family, for all their power and intelligence, will not let Ian get away with it. Open ending and unresolved twists. As Ian and Jordan continue to execute their plan, one big question remains: where is Sharon, and will she be rescued in time? The cards on the table seem to be in disarray, and anyone can turn the tables. In the world of Genoa City, nothing is certain. Each character has their own secrets and motives, and every move can change the outcome. The Young and the Restless continues to deliver suspenseful and compelling episodes that will keep viewers glued to their screens. Subscribe to Yandar to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel.